Music is a form of language, a type of communication, a spiritual force, an artistic expression, social movement, and entertainment.
We are youth producers in Wide Angle Youth Media's Baltimore Speaks Out program, and we explore how music has served as a catalyst for social change in the African American community.
During the 19th century, Maryland had one of the largest populations of free African Americans, totaling 1/5 of all free blacks in the country.
Baltimore was a center for African American culture and industry, and has been home to some of the greatest musicians throughout history.
James Hubert Blake, also known as Eubie Blake, was a Baltimore native composer, lyricist, and pianist of ragtime and jazz.
In 1921, Blake co-wrote and composed Shuffle Along, which became the first hit musical on Broadway, written by and about African Americans.
His legacy lives on here in Baltimore at the Eubie Blake Center for Black Music and Culture, and even at my school, the Benjamin Banneker Eubie Blake Academy for Arts and Science.
Billie Holiday was a jazz musician, singer, and songwriter who spent her early years in Baltimore City. Her artful interpretation of Strange Fruit was a song like no other.
African Americans have always sung songs of hope, protest, and new beginnings. But most importantly, we sing songs to heal the soul.
We interviewed Mark Madoff, a local artist, father, and mentor here in Baltimore, to find out how music has helped him share the story of our city.
Music was like, it was an escape from like if you had issues, you was going through problems, or if you ain't had a role model, the message was in the music.
Wake up in the morning feeling black and I'm proud. Don't keep the coke, just give me a smile.
Do you guys remember interviewing Mark Madoff?
Yes!
Now we're going to talk about what music means to you.
Music is an escape.
Music is my soul. Music is life.
Music's bust up.
I remember when music was our diary, we told everyday stories of our environment. If violence is what we saw, that's what we rapped about. It was our voice. We were hurt and crying, hoping it reached the right ears so they could send help.
Rappers that rap about our city, really cares about our city, and want to make that a better place.
Once the labels figured out that millions of people were interested in hearing our war stories, mommy on drugs, daddy in jail, my cousin got a gun, my brother sell drugs to take care of us, etc. They didn't send us help. Instead, they profited off our pain. My pain and struggle became entertainment. They made millions, we made pennies, and still never got help.
Music, anybody can hear a lot of gunshots in the back. Like, you can hear a lot of curse words, and when I hear curse words, it makes me feel like I want to start saying it in school, which I don't do a lot. And the gunshots, which make people like people like me start talking about what happened and why, I'm just gonna probably start saying stuff like I play with guns sometimes.
Music has damaged some lives through violent and negative content, but I can bet music has saved and uplifted more lives than it has damaged. And I say music is not a sound, it's an emotion.
When people say there's no message behind the story in rap, I think they're wrong, because we have some rappers that really says something in their rap, because rap is poetry. So where rap really came from is poetry. All you did was add a beat to it, and that made it rap.
We could really change some lives in Baltimore with the music.
Wake up in the morning feeling black and I'm proud. Don't keep the coke, just give me a smile. Give me the land and you can keep the rover. It's not a coast curse, man, the show is over.